Hello and welcome to TVB News. I'm Melissa Hekalea. Cathay Pacific apologized for a disruption to their online system earlier today, which caused confusion for some passengers. Operations have since returned to normal. Mimo Singai reports.
At Hong Kong International Airport, some travelers gathered at the self-check-in service counters this afternoon. The service had already been restored. Cathay Pacific's mobile app was also back in service. The temporary system error happened before noon today. Individuals could not select their departure and arrival places on the airline's online booking website. Mobile app users also faced the same obstacle, with a notice popping up to inform users about an internet connection problem. The in-town check-in service counters remained operational at Hong Kong Station in Central, but not all travelers were aware of the glitch.
The check-in machines were not working when we came, so we went through the check-in counters. We just found out when we came that there was some problem with the server or something. They didn't go into detail.
Cathay Pacific said the glitch was due to a technical issue and no flights were affected. The airline apologized for the incident. A technology expert said the glitch was not acceptable. He said the airline should aim to restore their service within 1 hour if a similar incident occurs in the future to reduce the level of inconvenience to travelers. Meanwhile, Cathay announced that the company will offer at least 4 weeks' pay as a bonus for their employees. Cathay's CEO, Ronald Lam, said that the airline has managed to return to 100% of its pre-pandemic flights. Lam also said the airline has invested more than $100 billion because of a strong financial performance in the past 2 years. Memos 9, TVB News.
The Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data said data breach incidents in the city have increased by nearly 30% year on year. An investigation into the Oxfam data breach that took place last year today revealed that more than 500,000 sensitive data records were stolen. ANIP reports.
Nowadays, data is often stored digitally, which is more convenient but could lead to security issues. The Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, or PCPD, reported more than 200 data breach incidents last year, marking a nearly 30% increase, with 30% of the cases involving hacking. The Privacy Commissioner said data breach incidents may continue to rise in 2025.
Personal data is very, very valuable nowadays. And that is why we have all these hacking activities going on. Hackers are making money out of them.
Meanwhile, the PCPD completed an investigation into the Oxfam data breach from last July, indicating serious vulnerabilities due to outdated firewalls and ineffective detection measures in the information systems.
Oxfam had not installed the latest available patches to the firewalls at the time of the incident. Oxfam explained that it was not alerted to the suspicious activities simply because there was no mechanism to notify the relevant teams or personnel.
Chung warned the public to be careful about their personal data to prevent falling victim to doxing incidents.
Members of the public, if they are going to provide any personal data to any third party, please do stop and think about it for a while before they provide the personal data.
The Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data said her department will continue to take resolute enforcement actions against doxing acts to ensure that the personal data privacy of the public is protected. ANIP, TVB News.
Hong Kong Hospital Authority's Chief Executive Tony Ko Pat Sing will quit his position when his term ends at the end of July this year. Tony Ko, who will be 60 next year, has been the Hospital Authority's chief executive since August 2019. He was reappointed in 2022 for another 3 years. Ko said that after serious consideration, he feels it's time to step down due to factors including his age. He said the Hospital Authority attempted to keep him. Ko led the Hospital Authority throughout the 2019 anti-government protests as well as the pandemic. Financial Secretary Paul Chan said a major European company is planning to develop digital assets in Hong Kong in the first half of this year. Chan made his comment in an interview with TVB in Switzerland, where he's attending the World Economic Forum annual meeting. Mimo Singhai reports.
Speaking to TVB News in Davos, Switzerland, Financial Secretary Paul Chan said he had met with business, politics and investment representatives from regions including Europe, the Middle East and Southeast Asia at the World Economic Forum annual meeting. The financial chief said Hong Kong is fairly advanced in promoting its digital economy. He said some countries have taken note of the fact that SAR has announced legislation for cryptocurrency. Chan added a European company is planning to apply for a license related to cryptocurrency in Hong Kong in the first half of the year. Speaking about the impact of U.S. President Donald Trump on Hong Kong, Chan said more fluctuations in the financial market should be expected following his inauguration. However, he said such a situation can be handled as long as the authorities are sufficiently prepared. The new government budget will be announced next month. Chan said he has received some inspiration from the forum. He said financial deficits are a problem facing many economies. Chan said most governments focus on cutting expenditure in a bid to address that problem. Memos 9, TVB News.
Welcome back. All 15 Lunar New Year fairs across Hong Kong opened today. The markets feature a variety of flowers, toys, and trinkets, as well as fast food stalls. Samantha Lee was at the largest fair in Victoria Park.
To celebrate the Year of the Snake, some stands at the market are selling a variety of colorful and creative snake-themed items. There are 216 stalls selling other items at the Victoria Park Market in Causeway Bay. These students also seized the opportunity to operate a stall, selling cushions featuring the Year of the Snake.
The reason why we designed this cushion is we wish that the queue of our store is as long and as curly as this snake cushion. Rather than earning a lot of money, we would like to accumulate some business experience as we are the Form 5 business management students.
Apart from these types of stalls, this market is also home to flower stands, selling popular festive flowers, including peach blossoms, orchids, and traditional tangerine plants. Some residents found what they liked.
I love it. It's my second Chinese year here, and I love the flowers, and the orchids are awesome. The mandarin also, it's very beautiful.
Although not many people visited the market this morning, some flower vendors remain optimistic about the sales this year. Florist Miss Zhang said peach blossoms are only sold once a year. She believes people would continue to come and buy some to decorate their homes. There are 15 Lunar New Year fairs in various districts, including Tsuen Wan, Sham Shui Po, and Tai Po. The Lunar New Year fairs will be held for 7 days from today to the early morning of Lunar New Year Day on the 29th of January. Samantha Lee, TVB News.
Next Tuesday is Lunar New Year's Eve. The MTR will provide overnight train services on most of its lines. Starting at 3 p.m. next Tuesday, 8 local railway lines will increase train frequency to evening peak levels, with trains every 2 minutes in urban areas. All local railway lines and 7 light rail lines will run overnight, except for the East Rail Line to Lo Wu and Lok Ma Chau, the Airport Express, and the Disneyland Resort Line. From tomorrow until the 4th of February, train services for the Island Line, Tsuen Wan Line, East Rail Line, and the South Island Line will also be increased during weekends and public holidays. Next Thursday, during the fireworks display at Victoria Harbour, several railway lines will adjust their schedules to accommodate passengers going to and from the event. Secretary for Transport and Logistics Mabel Chan said the government will consider letting non-local firms other than the MTR Corporation participate in future railway infrastructure construction. The government is pushing forward 10 upcoming railway projects. During a press luncheon, the transport chief said the MTR will be responsible for 6 of the projects. For the remaining project, the authorities will open tenders to the market, hoping to attract new technology from the mainland or overseas. The president of Panama said his country would not be distracted by U.S. President Donald Trump's claims of seizing the Panama Canal. Danny Zhou has that story.
Panamanian President José Raúl Mulino resolutely defended sovereignty over the Panama Canal at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Mulino said it is not a concession or a gift from America. He reiterated the canal belongs to Panama and will continue to belong to Panama, roundly rejecting Donald Trump's remarks of taking back the canal at his inauguration speech. In a letter addressed to United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and the 15-member Security Council on Monday, the Panamanian government alerted the council about Trump's threat and referred to an article of the UN Charter, which precludes any member from the threat or use of force against another's territorial integrity or political independence. Panama's Comptroller's Office has also announced it will launch an audit of the Panama Ports Company under Hong Kong's Hutchison, which operates at both ends of the canal. The office said the move aims to ensure efficient and transparent use of public resources. The company owned by billionaire Li Ka-shing said in a statement that they remain steadfast in their commitment to comply with all laws and regulations and will continue to maintain a transparent and collaborative relationship with Panamanian authorities. The Foreign Ministry in Beijing said China did not take part in the management and operation of the Panama Canal. Danny Zhou, TVB News.
That's the news. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Bye for now.